Now, Sidhant also spoke with the Indian External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar, who delivered a keynote address at the 7th edition of Indian Ocean Conference. At the time when piracy is on the rise and the supply chains are getting disrupted in the Red Sea, Indian External Affairs Minister spoke about challenges that one faces in the broader Indian Ocean region. Let's listen into his conversation.
This conference is something that has grown in each passing year, starting from Singapore. This year we have seen so many foreign ministers coming. The role played by this conference in bringing together the countries of the region.
I've been attending this conference, I think barring one, since it started. This is the 7th conference. Where this is useful is that, in Indian Ocean, there are different platforms, mechanisms. There isn't a single occasion where everybody gathers. So what it does is, partly it has a broader reach. It also supplements because there are official gatherings, but this brings together ministers, diplomats, think tankers, business people. Yeah. So often these kinds of international cooperation efforts are strengthened when you have these track 2 activities side by side. And I think that's really been the value that it has brought, and that value has grown with those 7 conferences.
India as a net security provider in the Indian Ocean region, if you can talk about that. I'm asking this given that there are challenges emerging in the region, including the crisis in the Red Sea.
Well, what has happened, two things have happened. One, internationally, many others who in the past bore that responsibility today may not have the same willingness or the capability. Some who have greater capability may not have the willingness. So there is a kind of in the global commons, there's a deficit. Okay. So if you have in international waters, let us say piracy, we are seeing that. We've seen that in Gulf of Aden. We are having, attacks on maritime shipping. Now, whose responsibility is it? Here, countries need to step forward. I think the expectation is that India would make a greater contribution. Frankly, from our own perspective, our interests today are so much greater. So much of our trade, for example, goes through the Red Sea. We have such a strong shipping presence in that whole Western Indian Ocean area. So I would say it's self-interest, but it's also, in a sense, global good that we are doing, and it's something which the world values.